All right, quickly in the paper segment now, let's check out the top stories in the newspapers this Saturday, looking at The Guardian, which is its lead story says World Press Freedom Day, federal government pledges to provide unfettered access to journalists. In other stories, on contempt proceedings, appeal court grants EFCC's motion for stay of proceedings. EFCC insists on prosecuting former Governor Matawale over an alleged 70 billion naira fraud. Your government is deceitful, workers tell Tinubu amidst the wage increment drama. And FG sets to increase gas supply to domestic market with 3 projects ready for commissioning, says presidency.
Of course, the Nation newspaper says here, petrol scarcity, how 7 trapped vessels are prolonging crisis. Supply situation to improve next week, says marketers. Motorists pay 800 naira and above for litre of PMS. Mobil Shell, others get conditions for divesting 26 oil blocks. Anxiety over plots to violate court restraining Adeleke from Ire-King coronation. Tension as monarch miners spoil for war in Ogun State. NERC unbundles TCN, sets up independent system operator. Tinubu to unveil 3 critical gas infrastructure projects. Of course, that's it in the Nation newspaper this morning.
On Saturday Punch, the big story there reads, NNPC marketers trade blame as fuel crisis deepens. Marketers exploiting situation to make money, says NNPCL. But the independent petroleum marketers fire back, saying we cannot supply what we do not have. On a personal level, trigger happy cop throws pregnant wife, aged parents into mourning, killing breadwinner Jocelyn for petrol. That's a human angle story there. FIJ reporter detained on IG's order spent 3rd night in detention. And Shuaibu, former deputy governor in Edo, says how I was begged to be Obaseki's deputy. Donyo Kukwe says overeating cost my excess weight. And don't trade in crypto, OPay, PalmPay, and others warn customers.
The Nigerian News Direct says power transmission. TCN unbundled as federal government orders registration of new independent system operator. Nigerians enjoying improved power supply, says presidential aid. As federal government installs more substations in Lagos, Kebbi to boost power supply. Divestment. Companies urge NUPRC to grant ministerial consent without conditions. Staff shortage. Association issues 14-day ultimatum to Governor Makinde to recruit more nurses. 2024 is for expansion, higher dividends for our shareholders, says Transcorp Hotels MD. Customs FX rate hiked to 1,441 naira to $1. Shell, or your state partner, to deliver over 60 MSCF of gas. Sanwo-Olu targets completion of 253 new road projects before end of tenure.
Daily Trust says, as eminent northerners write to the president saying reject bid to cite U.S.-French bases in Nigeria. On the cover story, Zulum, governor of Borno State, and teachers' welfare, that's what they are spotlighting this Saturday. Teachers say 8,000 can't even pay our transport. We urge government not to sack a single teacher. The Union of Teachers also appeals to aggrieved members not to be hasty, but to be more patient. And as the world marks the World Press Freedom Day, Minister in the Tinubu government is quoted as saying no journalists incarcerated under this administration. NERC unbundles TCN, measles kills 42 in Adamawa, and there's also another spotlight on what is called the inside, the unending rivalry between entertainers Wizkid and Davido.
Well, Salient Times says, banditry now business venture for some security of government officials, says rather, why Nollywood actresses make the best wives. NERC unbundles TCN, others registration of independent system operator. We have possible natural treatment for HIV, says Biochemist Association. Federal government to divest 26 oil blocks of 8.211 million barrels reserves. Federal government palliative contributing to food inflation, says Cardoso. I want to start fellowship groups, says Toke Makinwa. Tinubu to inaugurate postgraduate school at OOU to mark Awujale's 90th birthday. Nigerian workers release breakdown of proposed 615,000 naira minimum wage. Oriki Energy sets to empower 100 Ogun entrepreneurs with solar energy. A teenager kidnapped and killed neighbor's 11-year-old son in Yobe.
And finally is the Saturday Vanguard leading its lead story that says is captioned graft, how 58 ex-governors allegedly looted 2.187 trillion naira. There are riders saying no ex-governor among EFCC's almost 7,000 convictions in 3 years, only 4 former governors convicted in 21 years, how Nigeria produced 170 governors in 25 years. A lot of statistics there. Check out the details there. On Yaya Bello EFCC saga, appeal court orders stay of execution in contempt case against the anti-graft agency's chairman. Edo State, Obaseki swears in 5 new judges, lists achievement in the judiciary. That's the much we can take in all of the papers that we are seeing. But as we always say, make some time during this weekend that has